back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a collab with, once again, my friend Courtney K, and this time I'm doing a collab with Angela over at Beauty by Angela. So we thought that we would do a collab with our thoughts on Ulta's top 10 spring beauty trends. I will leave the link to that trend list down below in the description box, as well as Courtney and Angela's channels and their videos. So we basically are going to do a video on our opinions, whether we are into the trend or not, what our thoughts are, things like that. So if you guys are new to my channel, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you stick around. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you do enjoy this video, and let's dive right into it. Okay, starting with number one, hot, fiery red lips. Now, I love a good red lip. I think red is a very flattering color on pretty much any skin tone. You can be the fairest of fair all the way to the deepest of deep, and you will always find a red that looks good on your skin. I thought I would show you guys my personal favorite red lip when I'm looking for something firecracker, really vibrant, bold, and just stand out. And I actually love this lipstick. I haven't talked about it on my channel yet. I actually have a review going up of this and a bunch of other products that they sent to me. This is by Gade Cosmetics, and this one is their Velveteen Pure Matte Lipstick in the shade Iconic Red. So it is this beautiful firecracker red. It is just stunning. It is super opaque, very comfortable. It is very matte, but it's not drying. Just watch for my review. Why am I even saying that? Watch for the review. I have a bunch of different products to review for you. The next trend is graphic eyeliner, and I definitely am a wing girl. I wear a wing almost every single day, but I'm not really into the editorial graphic kind of look. I'll play with color all day long. You guys have seen me do very colorful eyeshadows. That's fine. But for eyeliner itself, still in the shape of a cat eye is about as far as I'm gonna go as liner. I just don't like the whole geometric, and I don't know. I can't get on board with it. I think it's because maybe I have hooded eyes and I know I couldn't get away with it and I would look absolutely ridiculous. But even looking at pictures of it on Instagram, I'm just really not into it. So call me old-fashioned, but I'm a cat eye girl, and it ain't gonna change. I don't think ever. So that one for me is a pass. That one for me is a pretty hard pass. The third trend is pastel lids, and I am totally on board with this. I love using color in general. It's very rare that I do a neutral lid. I love to have color. I love to have vibrancy. I love it. It's just a canvas for my eyes. So I'm on board with pastel. Not to mention my favorite color in the entire world is mint green or mint blue. And I would wear that on my lids every single day. So I thought I would show you guys just a couple of my favorite pastel shadows that I am just crazy about, and show that just because something is lighter in color doesn't mean that it doesn't belong on your lids. Okay, so I grabbed 3 of my personal favorites as far as pastel-ish colors. They're all metallic or shimmer, which is just my personal preference, but there are absolutely ways to use pastel mattes on your lids as well. The first thing I picked out to show you guys was this Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeshadow crayon. Very similar to like the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks, and this one is in the shade Prohibition Pink. It's just a really beautiful metallic pink, and it is pastel. I think it looks gorgeous. So that is one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites is actually my Project Pan. This is from my Nikki Tutorials Power Makeup palette by Too Faced, and Too Faced does a lot of good pastel shadows, which is great. So does ColourPop. But I love this shade right here called Sugar Coated. It's a beautiful light pastel-y pink metallic shimmer thing. Really pretty. You guys see me wear this a lot in my videos when I'm wearing mauve or purple in my crease. This is almost always what's on my lid. So again, another example of a beautiful pastel that is very wearable without any issue. And then the third one I have is from Stila, and this is one of their newer glitter and glow liquid eyeshadows. It's from their newer collection coming for this season, and this is in the shade Gypsy. And this is a duochrome, but it's a beautiful pastel-y, like lavender purple with a kind of pastel green, a little bit of gold, all mixed into one, and it's beautiful. So once again, it just goes to show you that there are many ways to wear pastels, and I think that they're incredibly wearable, and I was doing the pastel trend long before it became a trend, so I'm all for it. That was a long explanation for that one, but that's all right. The next trend that Ulta brings up is a monochromatic makeup look. Now, this one I kind of am right in the gray area. I don't like having the exact same color on your eyes, on your cheek, on your lips, because to me that takes away from all of your features. It kind of just blends them all together, where with other forms of makeup and color supporting each other, it enhances your features. So although I love to do monochromatic, if I'm doing like a, you know, a mauve eye, I'll do more of a natural mauvey cheek and then more of a mauvey cool tone lip. But I'm not going to do like an identical shade eye, cheeks, and lips, because to me it just makes it look so one-dimensional. So I'm not on that trend, sorry, just not my thing, but I am still kind of okay with the idea of similar like colors, just not the same exact shade. All right, this next one's super easy for me. Draped highlighter. Draped highlighter pretty much means that instead of just hitting the very highest point of your cheek, pretty much you do what I do. You basically make your highlighter go in a big C shape around the edge of your eye and cheek, and let's be real, I would wear highlighter all over my face if it was something that was socially acceptable. So I'm totally for draped highlighter. I love to use a lot of highlighter on my cheeks. I feel like it enhances your cheekbones. It just gives your makeup the next level. I'm not afraid of glow, so I'm totally down for this trend, and to be honest with you, if this trend stays forever, I am all set. The next one is another one that I'm kind of on a gray area about, and this one is colored mascara. Now, I have been using colored mascara on my lower lashes for a very long time. I'm not a fan of colored mascara on the top. I think it looks a little bit too editorial. For my liking, it's not as acceptable for me personally. If you guys do, by all means. But I actually really like the idea of using a purple or a blue mascara on the lower lash line, because it adds just enough of something to enhance eye color or to bring your eye look together, but it's not glaring. It's not something that's going to be, you know, sticking right in your face, making it obvious. It's a nice subtle hint of color that will enhance whatever eye look you're wearing. So I am totally for colored mascara. Just on me personally, I just prefer it to remain on the lower lash line instead of on both. Now, the next trend that they have is curly bobs. I personally think that when ladies do have curly hair and they cut them into short bobs, I think it's beautiful. I've always been a fan of the afro look. If you have those beautiful, like pencil tight curls where they're just like tubes, oh, they're so beautiful. And it just drives me crazy when girls will slick it back and just push all those curls. They're so beautiful. Let them go. Just let them loose. Let those babies loose to run the world, because they're gorgeous. If you're blessed enough to have that type of hair, girl, cut it into a bob and let that stuff bounce. So yes, I think it's an absolutely beautiful look on pretty much anybody with that curl. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let your hair do its thing, because it is beautiful. So definitely a good trend in my opinion. The next trend is flushed cheeks. Now, Ulta, we kind of need you to specify. What do you mean by flush? Do you mean like reddish flush? Do you mean just blush in general? What do you mean? Because I use blush every day and I like to consider them slightly flushed. In all reality, I'm not lying to you. Today, they're slightly flushed on their own because these lights are blasting hot, and this is like the third video I've filmed. But that aside, as far as color of blush on skin, I'm fine with the trend. I guess it's really hard for me to understand how it's a trend because it's a little bit different on everybody. So some people can pull off red blush, other people can pull off bright purple blush. But I mean, if a blush works for you, let it be a trend. Blush is beautiful. It makes you look healthy and, you know, vibrant and alive. And yeah, totally into the flush. So yeah, I'm fine with that one too. All right, the last two I'm really not too on board with. The first one is sideswept waves. So basically, wavy, like beachy hair, but parted on the side. Now, I've never been a huge part on the side person for me. Not to mention when I personally side sweep my bangs grow at a really funny angle. So I actually have more bangs on, I think it's this side of my head. My bangs actually come down farther than this side. So when I try to side sweep, there's always like a weird gap in the middle. I don't know. It's just not for me. Do I think it looks good on other girls? Sometimes. I'm just so set in my ways of how I do my hair that I really don't, I'm not really a big hair person on Instagram, you know what I mean? I'm more of a makeup person, so I'm not really a good judge of this trend, but I mean, I think it'd be pretty, especially in the summertime, but it's just not something that I would personally go out of my way to create on myself, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I hope this whole video makes sense. Jeez, Shai. And last but not least, our trend is pinstriped nails. Now this one I am not on board with at all. Not because of the way it looks on other people, but because I have ridiculous amounts of nail polish in my collection. I have over 200 nail polishes, and I just do not have the time, the energy, or the brain space to be doing any form of nail art, including striping. I've never really been a big fan of striped nails in general either. I think some of the nail art, the stamping that my friend, for instance, Zelma and Lissa, I will link her channel down below as well. She does beautiful stamping, and I love following her Instagram and stuff to see her nails. But for me personally, I'm just not big on any form of nail art. For me, just painting them and waiting for them to dry is a job enough. So the nail trend thing, I'm just not on board. I don't like stripes on my nails personally. I don't find them anything that I gravitate toward. So that trend is just, it's not for me, and it probably won't be for me at all. Okay, you guys, that is it for Ulta's top 10 beauty trends for spring this year. Definitely go check out Courtney's channel and Angela's channel, because I bet their views on this whole thing are completely different than mine, and I'm really excited to see what they have to say about it, because you find out, even though Courtney and I are close friends, there's a lot of stuff that I learned about her just watching her YouTube tag. It's really kind of neat. So definitely go check them out. They're great girls to watch, very entertaining, very fun, very beautiful. Love makeup, passionate, just a great variety of video, and I think everybody should be on board and watching them. So if you guys have liked this video, definitely give me a thumbs up and let me know down below what you guys think about these trends. What trends are you really leaning towards, and what ones are you absolutely against? I am so interested to see what other people's thoughts are, because I like to learn about society and what we think is on trend or not. So definitely give me a thumbs up again if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I have a lot of good content coming, lots of big news, life news. Definitely let me know if there's any videos you would like to see, and whew, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I love you, and goodbye.